Uh-oh. I'm about to put a ring on it. Yeah, baby, will you marry me?
I've been thinking about it, and I mean, will you marry me?
Oh, we can talk to her, okay.
We'll talk later.
I guess not. I'm cooking. Leave me alone. Get out of my kitchen. Alright, everybody, we are back in Farmer's Dynasty. It's about the end of this year, about to go into a new year. As you saw before, I made a ton of money in the last farmer's market, so I ended up buying those, might as well run over right now. Ended up buying those couple, well, never mind, he's somewhere else. Buying a couple tractors and a bunch of fields, so now we're up to 12 fields. Got all these going on now too, so I was going to do this one wheat as well, but I screwed up and put the wrong stuff in my seeders, so we got maize up there, wheat. These should all be maize. Canola down here. All this is lupine. This should be the pea. No, these are the soy over here. And we got peas going on over there, so I got a lot of stuff growing, so might as well go this way now. I screwed my pattern up how I do everything, but a lot of stuff growing, so come next year it's going to be once a couple more days here, it's going to go into next year, and so come next year there's going to be a lot of work when I wake up. I'm going to probably weeks worth of work to do, a bunch of harvesting and all my greenhouses to collect, and probably my apple orchard, and see what else there's to do. And plan for today, we're going to try and buy the whole entire town, so looks like I don't have too many fields to buy. So once we get a couple of those harvests going, I got to buy this one for 46. Well, at this moment it's 46, but got one here for 46, here for 39, and 50 something, 59 over here. Then we'll have take over the town and take over all the fields in the town. But I'm gonna wash, rinse, and repeat for the next couple of days of milking my cows and collecting eggs, and if anything pops up in the greenhouse, getting that. But I'll see you next year when everything is growing and looking pretty. Uh-oh. I'm about to put a ring on it. I gave her some perfume a minute ago, but went to talk to her again, and yeah, baby, will you marry me?
I've been thinking about it, and I mean, will you marry me?
Darling, I'm so happy.
Is that a yes? Dun dun dun. Doo, doo, doo. Da, ba, ba, ba. Ah. Finally, I found a woman who loves me in a video game. You even changed your hair for me. Doesn't look anything like us. But alright. You sure we're at the right ceremony? Alright, so I guess I'm transported back home. She's knocked out. Oh, we married. We married. Still September, okay, so I was what did I just say? 23 cran. Why is there I got free milk and eggs? Because I already picked that stuff up, but I gotta take good care of my wife and my farm now. I think now that means she's gonna start cooking food for me, and here we go. She'll cook into delicacies from the food you bring in. And I think she waters the flowers, which is good because I was gonna plant a bunch of flowers come next year, but I dug up the ground already, and then like the next day it was back to normal. It's like, what? So you must have to plant for it to stay dug and raked. But apparently, pretty sure I already collected this, but yeah, I guess maybe I get more free milk and eggs if you get married. But there's that other tractor out there. I'm gonna save this doohickey out. I'm gonna whatever save the game, and then as I said, I'm gonna go without knowing I was gonna get married. See you next year. So anyway, see you next year, and we'll see what goes on. I guess with more, especially now with now that I'm married and what time is it? Yeah, it's like that's weird. It's almost like a reset because it's still September 30th. It like reset the day, is what it seems like it almost did. Because it was like whatever. I already did my chores, regardless battle. But I'll see you next year because there's still gonna be September 31st. I'm pretty sure. And now well, might have to be strategy how I do this because I did already leave some excess stuff of non-canned goods and stuff in the pantry, but I'm gonna have to be careful because she'll steal my fish from my my cat if I have fish in there because she's probably gonna make meals with fish and whatnot. But we'll see how this rolls. And I think instead of actually me making stuff, I'm gonna start just shoving everything in my pantry now. And letting her go ham and make whatever she wants to, because in console I can't make any of that. It's a glitch where you can't make any of that food anyway. So now she can make it all, and that's all gonna sell for more at the store anyway, so long as I keep some stuff on me, or like I've been doing, like I got the goose and duck eggs that I can live off indefinitely, and then just give her everything except for sausage and the perch or fish or whatever the catfish is, the one that the cat eats is. Keep those on me so she doesn't use all those. But see you next year. Well, it's next year, so as expected we got tons of stuff in the greenhouse ready. Everything still says it's growing, but I can see from here it looks brown, so those things are all going to be ready to harvest here pretty soon. No apples yet. And it does say the eggs, 19 cans of milk to collect and 72 eggs, which will be that'll be like 52, because 20 of the goose and duck eggs, they don't normally pop up. But I don't know if, I think she collects that stuff too, so I'm gonna first off feed the pets. And where the hell's the dog at? Feed the pets and try and collect the greenhouse stuff. And then it looked like when I came down, just before I went to sleep, oh, she's cooking right now. Just before I went to sleep, I went down the pantry and it looked like she had already cooked one dish, so that looks like what she's doing right now is cooking away. So let's check out let's visit all these greenhouses real quick, see what they look like all fall and all these fields, and we'll bounce back and forth. And so we got zucchini, cucumber, pumpkin, tomatoes, chili, melon. This is close, so those are all peppers, those are all tomatoes. This is my mixed greenhouse, so I'm going to clear all these out and replant everything, and see in a second we'll check out these couple fields going up that way and whatnot. Well, we're obviously not going to be able to harvest today anything regardless, because it's raining. So we got a canola growing all around here. And it's too bad because I wanted to get the lupine as it was growing across this whole thing, because this whole over the hill, that should be all lupine. Still got to get to the other huge greenhouses and collect all that stuff. And like I said, I guess I'll just put it all in the pantry and worry about cooking later on when it gets closer to the end of the year, when I gotta go to farmer's market, whatever she hasn't had. So we got a huge bit of lupine that's going to be going on over here instead of the canola like we had it before. And then it looks like from here that the maize is still growing. So I guess I'm going to head over to the other greenhouse. We'll see what those look like totally totally full, and we'll have to try and see what's going on with these other soy and pea and the wheat field across by. I bet you if I get a little bit, if I get a little closer, I can probably get to the wheat field from here. So we can try and see what that's going on. I don't think, was there sunflowers? I can't remember if sunflowers are going to be the next Farmers Dynasty, but they're growing all around here, and like Lumberjack Dynasty, you can plant them like the flowers. Yeah, it looks like the wheat's going to be ready. That's the wheat field across yonder. More maize. Maize everywhere. This thing's got some pretty good distance on it. I haven't bought the racing drone yet, so I don't know if the racing drone has farther distance, but we got a nice 2 acre, yeah, 2 and 2, well, more than 2 acres, but 25 hectares, which you told me the conversion. And then I don't know if we can we get over to the pea? We might be able to get over the pea, because we're getting, yeah, I think we can make it over there. That looked like, off in the distance, that looked like that. Oh no, it's brown. It looked like it was still green, so we got all the peas over there that are going to be ready to harvest. We'll check them out when we get closer, actually doing that, as far as right next to the fields and whatnot. But now I got to get over to that other crop sowing for right now. A lot of them are kind of lower, expectantly. So we gotta clear out these greenhouses too. This should be my pumpkin and melon one. What? Yeah, right now. Oh no, this is the tomato and pepper one. So we got a crap ton of tomatoes and crap ton of peppers up in here. And I did it just field of view and bring it in a little bit closer so it's easier to. I don't know why this doesn't work sometimes. Tomato. Collect all these bad boys and get through all these 3 greenhouses and collect a bunch of nonsense, and then I'll have to get home, I guess, and wait for the rain to stop. Maybe I'll go fishing and start collecting some more fish or whatnot, but we should see you in the future when we're taking down some of these fields or watching our wife cook or something. I don't know. I don't know how that's. I gotta plant flowers too, so we'll come back in a second to plant some flowers real quick, because I am gonna plant a lot more flowers now, especially because it's raining, so they'll be wet, and I think she waters them, so I won't have to worry about doing that nonsense anymore. What did I just do? Oh crap! So these are all bell peppers. I screwed up. So I'm gonna have to plant these all tomatoes over here, but talking and planting the wrong stuff, so we'll see you in the future in a second. Just gonna do a little fishing here while it's raining, because we obviously can't harvest. I probably could be or should be getting all my trailers in order. That first one right by our farm, I'm just gonna probably dump directly into the silo that's right there, and then we'll check here in a second. I don't know if it was just a small, much smaller greenhouse harvest because it was over the winter, so it was a much worse yield or something like that, or if she's hijacking them or something like that, because we only ended up with 189 tomatoes, 189 peppers, and I've seen before that was upwards of like 700. We got 56, 63, 70, 70, 98. So I don't know if she's stealing them, and I don't know if I'm gonna have to like continually give her gifts and buy gifts and gives her gifts and stuff like that. Because when I did come back to the farm instantly she wouldn't even talk to me. So it looks like she's cooking now. Let's store this stuff in the pantry and see how much or what she's cooking away here. Then I gotta dig some flowers away. You're supposed to be facing the other direction, honey. Oh no, you're taste testing? Oh, we can talk to her, okay.
We'll talk later.
I guess not. I'm cooking. Leave me alone. Get out of my kitchen. So let's store some of this crap. Whatever I got. I'm gonna keep my apples so we can give her all the tomatoes and all that nonsense, and then scroll down and see what she's been working with, which this could be hellish at the end of the year when I go to try and sell a bunch of stuff to the farmer's market, because either she will have used it all up and hopefully we'll get way more money for those dishes, or it's gonna be 100 times this of scrolling by of to the total amount to cook. And then yeah, she's already got 7 fish in there, so that's good, because I think the recipes only use the browner looking fish to this fish for the recipes, but that's the one the cat eats too, where I try and give it burst because it's worth less in nutrition and the canned goods. So, well, yeah, it's still only showing 1 stuffed pepper is all that there is. Or I think was there only 1 hamburger meal before? I can't remember, but that isn't like a specially cooked dish, so she wouldn't have cooked that, I don't think. So maybe it's gonna be tomorrow. There's gonna be a bunch of, I don't know. If I look down randomly, we'll look down in the pantry and there's gonna be a ton of stuff going. So do I have? Yeah, I should have most of the stuff on hand. So we're gonna plant some flowers like I tried to before. I'm gonna plant some around the benches and whatnot. Especially now that I'm married, and I'm pretty sure she waters this stuff. So then I can plant even more flowers than before and not have to really worry about it. So let's plant these. We'll plant these here, and then we'll probably see you in the near future, in the next day or so, when we're ready to harvest this stuff. Nope. Yeah, this should be good. Then usually you actually don't even have to water your flowers too much, because they stay wet for days, and then you might get a day of rain anyway. So let's plant some seeds up in here. Try not to plant them in the wrong spot and overseed them. Yeah, like I missed whatever's under there. That's fine though. Don't necessarily need flowers under the seat. Oops, what the hell? Oh, got it. I think I got it at least. Is there one here too? There's one there too. I think there's one on the bench too, but yeah, I don't need that one. Well, do we want one? Nah, I'll leave that one alone. So we should have other stuff growing about, then I can plant a lot more flowers, and we'll see what happens with plants. And I don't necessarily want to mow either, because that's one way my game has crashed before, is if you get kind of close to a field that's growing, it like has just crashed on me. I don't want to hit him with a hammer, so still doesn't look like the apples are going. So yeah, I'm just gonna plant more flowers along, and especially now that she's here, plant a lot more. Like, I don't know exactly where he can, but I like dug up this whole area before, but then like I said, like I woke up the next morning and it was all gone. It's like, what in the What in the crap? I wanted to plant a ton of flowers, so I'm gonna plant a bunch of roses all on here, and like I had it before, like kind of surrounding this log and whatnot, and there'll be flowers here eventually. Alright, looks like we got canola, soy, and wheat ready for harvest right now. Canola's right here. It's like, so I'm just gonna stick this in this silo, hold 60,000, so no reason why I can't hold it, and I can just use my harvester to do it anyway. But probably should start getting trailers to the other fields and kind of out of my way. I can't even remember. I got a few trailers now. That trailer, I should have a trailer in here. I got a red trailer over in those other sheds, and then I got 2 more of these green trailers over by the maize. So it doesn't say the lupine's ready, but soy's going to be over that way somewhere, and the wheat's that way past the maize. So that's going to need the whole shebang with my baler and baler wagons and everything too. We got the 2 balers, 1 wagon that's nearly empty. They don't really need any. And then I got 1 empty one over there. So I guess I should start off with the big baler and the big wagon, even though I'm pretty confident that after I take down that whole field that like it's gonna be way more than that, and at least I can sell the bales right away. That's why I picked that field, because it's right by the selling point and where you sell the bales, because I still have this whole crap ton of bales here, and the cows don't be seeming to go through wheat barely at all, so that's why I haven't been planting any wheat fields or anything like that. But we're going to take all these down and see what we got. This one's going to go in there. Then the wheat is, it was going for 600. Like, it sells for much less over here than it does down at the windmill, so it's going for 600. I don't know what like the high price of that's going to be. And then soy was the other one, 640. So we're gonna have to store that one too at one of my other new silos that I. Oh wait, no, that's the one that's already still in here. So that one's going in here, because I think I have soy up in here. Yeah, I already got soy in here. So the soy we'll bring back. So it's starting at 5702 is what we already have in there before I harvest those other 2 fields, which is gonna be much more than that, because I only had it initially on like one of these little fields or something. Anyway, I gotta start moving shit around and start harvesting stuff, and we'll see what we got with the canola when we come back. And hopefully we're gonna have to come across something that we're gonna have to sell, because it's maybe we won't be able to buy the whole town today, because definitely not gonna make. Well, I could probably at least buy one of the fields. One of the fields going for now. But we got married. That was the important part, I guess. So that's still 39, 32 up there now, and 50. So they might already be harvested, and that's why they're cheaper right now, or they're just cheaper during this period of time. Talking out loud. I'll see you in a second to see how much we got on some of these fields, and then probably bid you for adieu. Alrighty, all taken down over here. These are all harvested and whatnot. That canola yields a ton. So we got 47,810 kilograms off of these 2 dinky fields. It's like 0.85 and 0.83 hectare, or 0.79 and 0.83 hectares. That's why we were getting 120 or whatever. So hopefully we're gonna get a bonanza of lupine across the way. But now we got to get across the way over to the soy fields and start taking those down. I put 2 of my trailers over there, and I put the rest of them down over by the wheat field. I figured these guys, like, when they fill up, they can just run back here right across the street to the farm. But there's only one way. At least I can't get across that bridge. So I have to come in this. Wait, have I even come? Maybe not. Maybe I've never even come in here with the harvester, stupid.
Oh boy.
So can I even, can we even make it in here? It allows us to, so I'm gonna have to take down these fields over here. They're at least 3 hectares in totality. This one's 135. Basically 100% as usual. Then we got the one a little bit farther up the road. That's going to show you the elevation of this because the drone was about to hit the ground. That's that field. This is the field that's 50-something thousand, so that's 3.1 fair. I don't know what the biggest field is. It's farther down here than I thought, but this is going to be other field, and I think I forgot to put scarecrows in a couple of my fields, so at least the very last one. This one's got one. So this is 126, so yeah, whatever, almost 3 hectares between the I cannot talk, between the couple of them, so I'm going to store that in that whatever shed silo thing that we had. That was like 50-something thousand or 5,700 so far. It holds like 40,000. Soy's going for 646 because I know I've seen that a lot higher than that, so I guess we'll see what we get on these last 2 fields. Little flashbang of while we're harvesting and check things out, and we'll see you back and see what we actually got. Like I said, hopefully we can buy the farm, the whole town. This field is smaller, but it's going to end up having a bigger yield, and it's not much smaller, but I think the other field I just got barely over 9,000. I'm already at almost 9,000. And I have a bit left. That was a grass field before I plowed it and turned it into a field. This one was just bare when I got it, I think, so, but clearly I'm at 84 or whatever, and 20% left to harvest, and almost at how much I made in the other one, so, or maybe not, we'll see, because they are real close in size, but yeah, definitely got more on the other one. The other one was 10,675 in the harvester right now, so I only got 99.40 off this field. This is 1.35 hectares. Obviously these little tiny scraps are not going to surmount to 1,500 kilograms. Another one is 1.29. So I mean, we are only talking whatever 0.6 of a hectare, but this other field down here is actually smaller than this one, and we got more off of it. So there definitely are different kind of classes of fields and whatnot. You can tell by in the menu, like what some of the, like, see how these are much more pale, these are a lot darker, so there are going to be kind of a difference in yield per se. Probably some of the fields soil is probably a lot better than others, but this one I think it was 1.29, so 1.26, so almost whatever, a full 0.1 smaller. Got like 1,500 kilograms more, but we'll see over at the wheat and see how much we actually can sell that wheat for, because we're only at 26,000. If I want to buy any more in those fields, I'm gonna need quite a bit more money, and who knows, she's only made a little bit of food, my wife, in there, so we'll see how much she goes crazy with that food. Otherwise, definitely not in this video because that would take forever, but at the other farmers market at the end of the year, I'm gonna have to have a bunch of food to sell to them, so I don't know how much she's gonna steal to cook the dishes, or how much those are gonna go for, or whatnot. Make sure this is, I think I'm gonna want to get over some more anyway. Make sure these are lined up and I don't dump this stuff on the ground. Dump this in here and we'll see how much wheat we got, and see about the baling and whatnot over there. Alright, we Got to take care of this wheat field now. This is when I wish this game actually had a windrower. I never did use it pretty much at all in Farming Simulator, but it still kind of threw it down in a swath and a line. This one kind of spits it kind of all over the place, so we kind of got to go back and definitely do more, so I have to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So we're going to take this field down. It's 2.25 hectares. See how much we get. Imagine, yeah, it's already way more than the soy was. Imagine this is going to yield pretty well, or I'm going to sell it up at the windmill to see how much money we get for it. So currently $25,569 because I keep on paying people to plow my fields. I'm going to sit there because my tractor's there. Well, my tractor's going to stay there for a long time, buddy. I'll have someone plow this one too once I get done with it, because I don't plow fields. We'll see how much money we make from this wheat field. Save a minute. I did just think of when I go to sell the stuff at the windmill, it's going to be real difficult because it's just a real kind of tiny fenced-in area where you go to sell it. Probably won't have room to turn that big old trailer. I might have to turn around in front of the entrance, basically, and somehow squeeze through the fences and back in. So we'll see how that works out too. That one should already have whatever 22,000 in it. I think it can only hold 32,000, and then 26% of the field left over, and we're probably going to get a few thousand from the bales, because a full trailer is a few $1,000s, I think. It looks like it's good, but how much is in that trailer? 50. Oh, we're all, okay, we should be. And we got how much in there? 17, 27. Okay, I can fit it all. Where are you going? That should be able to fit it all, but we're not done yet. We'll see. So that's gonna be about 29,000. About. We probably will. Let's just estimate it. I probably got another, whatever, 18,000 left on there. So we'll say we have 50,000. So that's half of that is 25,000, but it's going for 600 kilograms, not 500. So probably gonna make $28,000 off the field, and the few $1,000s from the bales. So we'll probably make it out here with 30 grand. So that should be enough to buy at least one of the fields. And then in the near future, at least by the end of the season, I definitely will have been able to buy all of these fields within this yellow homestead border. I'm going to try and buy them within the borders first. They're not all within borders, but we got Mary Waters within a border. You got whatever, the Peaksville within a border. That's kind of only this one field, so we might not worry about that or attack that last. And then the rest of them are kind of like outside borders, but we'll try and pick up the towns, or that's the order of the way I'm going to play this game, I guess I'm going to do as I make money. And I really don't think the machines replicate and come back, but hoping they do. Otherwise there's whatever, still one tray free for modern equipment. I think I probably have to buy the plow, and then I'm gonna take the rest of this down, make about 30 grand. So should be about up to 55,000 or so. Definitely should be enough to buy one of those fields at least, and then by the end of the year have them both. So got married today and taking down a bunch of fields. So thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Bye bye.